How's it going, everybody? Bama Tony 73 here. We have here He-Man and the Masters of the Universe's cartoon collection, The Collector. Okay, so awesome box art as always here. Have the cartoon logo here. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Collector. And this is Skeletor's evil airship here, is what this is. It don't say it here, which is strange because it's supposed to. Which I'm going to be opening this stuff up. See, it doesn't say it on my box. This might be a European edition or something. I don't know, but it's coming out nevertheless. But it's supposed to say right here, Skeletor's evil airship or evil airship of Skeletor, something to that effect. But up here now we have the palace guards on sky sleds following Teela. Teela there in the Talon Fighter. It's awesome. Awesome. As always, just awesome box art by Francisco Etchart. That's who I think did this, I'm pretty sure. You have Man-at-Arms down here firing at the Collector. Now this Collector, I remember seeing it as a kid on the cartoon, and I was always intimidated by it, you know, because I knew Skeletor was behind it, and he was up to some kind of evil. You know, he was trying to take over Grayskull or the palace or kidnap someone or something. He was up to something. And the cartoon where he had woke Beastman up and told him to have a look at his new invention, the Collector. Have a look at it. You know, it was a pretty good cartoon. It sticks out in my mind. I remember I saw it not too long ago, but that cartoon sticks out in my mind because I remember seeing it as a kid on Saturday morning. Well, continuing on, here we have Battle Cat roaring at the Collector. He's pretty ticked off at it. And inside here, we have Webstor and Skeletor. Looks like he's directing Webstor to grab He-Man here with a claw. This is what I'm guessing here. Grab He-Man and Webstor, you nitwit. Whatever he's saying, you know, he's saying something like that. But you have He-Man with the power sword, so more than likely what's about to happen is he's about to cut the arm of this off. With no doubt. Because that claw will not hold the most powerful man in the universe. Not with the power sword. He's going to just chop right through this, and that's ball game over. Another failed attempt by Skeletor. But it does have the fins on it. You'll have to put those on, I know. But, now... let's see what else we have. We have Castle Grayskull here. And as I mentioned, two palace guards with this Teela flying the Talon Fighter. Which is rare. You just don't see her flying the Talon Fighter too often by herself solo like that. But hey, she is. She is. So that's what she's doing. But that is awesome. Just have a look at it. We're going to open it up here in just a second after we flip it around and check out what's going on. We got the little Mattel logo here. As I mentioned, He-Man's getting grabbed. Okay, so, alright, so let's just turn it over here on the side. This is the part that I like, because we already have the She-Ra. Y'all saw in my previous video. And we have a Swift Wind right here. And I'm thinking we're going to get a Spirit and a Swift Wind. There's no way we're not, because they do have the Easter egg right here of Swift Wind. And if it looks anything like this, it's going to really be awesome. Okay, so that's what we have over here on this side is She-Ra and Swift Wind. Okay, before we look at the back, we will check out the other side. And it's going to be Hordak's little buddy peeping around the branch there. That's the little imp. And he's been put up to do something. Spy on someone in the Whispering Woods is what I'm guessing. That's what he's doing. So, and he's going to report back to Hordak. Now, why they did not include the imp in the new Hordak is beyond me. They just put a time stopper in there with him. I don't like that too much. I do like the time stopper being included, but they should have put a little imp in there. And if I had my choice, obviously I would rather have the blaster cannon on his arm or either the imp, preferably the imp. Okay, so now let's spin it on around. Now on the back, here's what we have. There's a lot more figures out these days, but when the collector came out, this is what was available, or a couple of them that was the figures that were available, and these were the two newest, which is Clawful and Spikor up in the cockpit of the collector. You have the He-Man, the Masters of the Universe logo collector. Over here you have Man-at-Arms with a stasis ray, Stratos with the staff of Avion, Beastman with his whip, Trapjaw and Tila going at it over here. He-Man, Skeletor, He-Man with the power sword, and you have Skeletor, cartoon Skeletor with the Havoc staff. Here you have Merman with his trident. It's a good looking Merman. Webstor with his grappling hook onto the hook of the collector, and you have Evil Lyn over here. And now they do obviously have more figures. They've incorporated the Princess of Power with She-Ra, Mantana, Ram Man. They have Ram Man from the Masters of the Universe. And the next wave is Catra, Faker, and oh, I'm sorry. Well, no, you have Triclops, Many-Faces, and Hordak, and then after that will be Faker, Catra, and Leech. So, looking forward to getting those. Well, let's go ahead and get this collector out of the box, and we're gonna have a look at it. Well, there you have it, the collector, and I love it. I love it. We have Skeletor's Evil Airship, baby. That's what this is. Okay, so let's have a look inside the cockpit here. You have Skeletor's captain's seat back here in the back, and it has a place for his Havoc staff. There's plenty of videos there. There's no point in me getting the Havoc staff out to clip right there because that's what goes there. Now, as far as it coming with a stand, it does not come with one, but there's a hole there, and it comes up through the bottom. Kind of like Night Stalker and Stridor and the Wind Raider and Sky Sled has. But they didn't include one, so that's kind of surprising. But, you know, I guess they figured that most people just have it sitting around like this, and that's what I was going to do. I'm just going to have it sitting on this little display that I have. Now, these do retract out. So you can just pull them out. Same thing on the other side. They spin all the way around 360. And, but I only have one hand, so we're not going to be able to do the other side right now. But anyway, it comes with two blast effects that you can just put right in here. So they go in here, and I will probably have those in. They look pretty cool. But yeah, there's the collector. I'll show you the bottom. You have some kind of exhaust pipes going on, detail going on here. See the hole there in the center. That's the, we're supposed to be a flight stand. Maybe they'll come out with a weapons pack one day and a flight stand for this thing, because I think they should. I mean, you know, just, I don't know why you would put a hole for a flight stand but not include one. Kind of like they didn't put an imp with Hordak, Mattel. Yeah, I know. But I can't argue about this cartoon line, man. It's awesome. We have a collector now. And I don't have anything wrong with it. I mean, there's nothing I can complain about this thing. I like it. I just like it. I like the windshield on it. The greenish yellow tint here. I like that. And if I had to complain about anything, I wouldn't have it a shiny gloss. I would have it like a dark midnight blue, like it kind of is on the cartoon. But, you know, we got to think about these cartoons were done in like early 80s, you know, so TVs weren't the best back then. So maybe they intended for it to be glossy. I don't know. Hey, we don't know. We don't know. You know, because car paint's mostly glossy. So I don't know. Even in the 80s, they had glossy car paint. So I don't know. Airplanes were, you know, painted also gloss white and different things. So I don't know. So maybe they intended for it to be glossy. I don't know. But now you will have to put the fins on it. The big one goes here in the front, and then the smaller one in the back, and it is a one-time fit. You're not supposed to be trying to remove it because you could crack the shell on that. So you don't want to. Once you pop them in, they click pretty good. And kind of like the fencing around Stridor and Night Stalker, once you pop those in, you're not supposed to be trying to remove those. But hey, we have the collector, and I'm not going to be displaying figures inside of this. So it's going to be... now the wheel here is articulated, it moves around, and you have a couple of controls over here, operate the the claw arms, I would imagine. I can't remember, but it clicks as you heard it right there. Click. That's awesome. We have the Collector. It's been out for a minute, but I'm just now getting my hands on it. And I ordered a Night Stalker, so I will do a review on the Night Stalker. It's a Mattel creation that I just got ordered up, so I was scared that Mattel Creations is going to sell out of those, and then you're having to deal with eBay scalpers on it, and they're already wanting like nearly $100 for it. So I figured I'd go ahead and snatch up a Night Stalker too while I could. So because I just don't see the cartoon collection coming out with a Stridor and a Night Stalker. Now a Wind Raider, possibly. Sky Sleds, maybe. But I don't see them coming out with a Stridor and a Night Stalker anytime soon. But there we have it. The Collector.